One of the first places aging reveals itself is not in your hair, your skin, or even your memory. It's in your legs. They are the pillars that hold you up, the engines that carry you through life. Yet, after 60, those strong, dependable legs begin to weaken first. Slowly at first, a little more difficulty standing up from a chair, climbing stairs that once felt effortless, or walking across the room with confidence. Then more noticeably, wobbly balance, slower steps, and eventually a fear of falling. Science has a name for this process: sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle. And it does not strike all at once. It creeps in silently, stealing strength from the legs long before it becomes obvious in the arms or the chest. That is why protecting leg muscles is one of the most important things seniors can do. Because strong legs are the foundation of independence. Without them, everything becomes harder. With them, you keep walking tall, climbing stairs, and living freely. But here's the truth. You can fight back. You can rebuild leg strength. And the answer doesn't always begin with exercise alone. It begins with food. Real food that sends powerful signals to your body, telling your muscles to repair, regrow, and come back stronger. Today, I'm going to share 6 foods that are scientifically proven to strengthen the muscles in your legs and help you regain power, balance, and stability. The first food is salmon. Yeah. This beautiful, rich fish is packed with high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Protein is the raw material your muscles need to grow. Without it, your body cannot rebuild the fibers that age and inflammation tear down. But omega-3s do something even more remarkable. They reduce chronic inflammation that silently eats away at muscle tissue. In a study on older adults, those who ate salmon regularly not only preserved more muscle, but also improved muscle strength compared to those who didn't eat. Eating salmon 2 or 3 times a week is like sending reinforcements directly to your leg muscles, helping them stay strong and responsive. The second food is Greek yogurt. You might think of it as just another dairy product, but this is far more powerful. Greek yogurt contains twice the protein of regular yogurt, including casein, a slow-digesting protein that provides a steady stream of amino acids to your muscles. Why does this matter for your legs? Because muscles don't just rebuild after exercise, they rebuild while you sleep. A serving of Greek yogurt in the evening helps your body keep repairing leg muscles overnight. On top of that, it's rich in calcium and probiotics, which support bone density and gut health, both critical for overall mobility. The third food is quinoa spinach. This leafy green is not just about vitamins. It contains nitrates, natural compounds that improve blood flow. Strong legs are not just about muscle fibers, they're also about circulation. Your leg muscles need oxygen and nutrients delivered efficiently, and spinach helps dilate blood vessels, improving delivery. In one study, older adults who ate spinach showed measurable improvements in muscle strength and walking performance. A simple serving of spinach with your meals can literally help your legs move with more power. The fourth food is oat eggs. Despite years of confusion around cholesterol, eggs are one of the most complete muscle foods nature has given us. Inside that shell is not only high-quality protein, but also leucine, a special amino acid that acts like a trigger for muscle growth. Think of leucine as the spark that lights the fire of muscle repair. Without it, your muscles cannot fully rebuild. Eating eggs regularly provides your legs with the exact raw materials they need to stop wasting away and start growing stronger again. The fifth food is beans and lentils. These humble foods are the unsung heroes of muscle health. They are packed with plant-based protein, fiber, iron, and magnesium, minerals that play a critical role in muscle contraction and energy. For seniors, beans and lentils are especially important because they also stabilize blood sugar. And here's something remarkable. Stable blood sugar protects your muscles from breakdown. Eating a bowl of lentil soup or adding beans to your meals means you are not only feeding your muscles, but also creating the perfect metabolic environment for them to thrive. And finally, the sixth food is krajewski berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, whichever you prefer. Berries are loaded with antioxidants, which protect muscle fibers from oxidative stress, one of the main culprits behind aging muscles. But they also improve blood vessel health, keeping circulation strong in the legs. A handful of berries every day helps your muscles recover faster, reduces soreness, and protects them from further decline. And as a bonus, they sharpen brain function, which keeps coordination strong and lowers the risk of falls. Now picture this. You sit down to a simple meal, salmon with a side of spinach, maybe a small bowl of lentils. Later in the evening, a cup of Greek yogurt with fresh berries on top. The next morning, you start your day with eggs. None of this is exotic. None of this requires supplements. Yet every single bite is sending healing signals to your muscles, telling your legs to stay strong, telling your body to keep moving. Your legs may be the first to weaken with age, but they can also be the first to respond when you nourish them with the right foods. These 6 foods, salmon, Greek yogurt, spinach, eggs, beans, and lentils and berries, are not just meals. They are medicine for your muscles. They are your foundation for strength, balance, and independence. So the choice is yours. You can let sarcopenia quietly steal your legs, or you can fight back with every bite you take. Because every forkful, every glass, every plate of these foods is not just feeding your body, it's feeding your future. When you think about the human body, your legs are truly your foundation. They carry you to the places you love. They hold you steady when you stand. They let you climb the stairs to visit family or stroll through the park on a sunny day. But after 60, something shifts. For many seniors, that first shift comes not in the form of pain, but in hesitation. A slower rise from a chair, a pause before crossing the street. That small hesitation is your body whispering, your legs are changing. The muscles in your thighs and calves are some of the largest in the body, which means they require more energy, more oxygen, and more nutrients. And when they aren't getting what they need, they are the first to weaken. That is why focusing on leg muscles is not optional. It's essential. And here's the beautiful part. Your legs will respond if you feed them right. Let's go deeper into the 6 foods that can strengthen them quickly. Take salmon samor, for example. This fish is more than just protein on a plate. It's a package deal. Omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and high-quality protein, all working together. Scientists have discovered that omega-3s actually turn on genes inside your muscle cells that encourage them to grow. That means salmon is not just maintaining your muscles, it's actively telling them to regenerate. Picture it. Every bite of salmon is like flipping on a switch that tells your legs, stay strong. Now think about seniors in Okinawa, Japan, where fish is a dietary staple. Many live into their 90s while still able to walk daily. That's the power of food as medicine. Now let's revisit Greek yogurt. I once spoke with a retired teacher who began eating a bowl of Greek yogurt before bed every night. She said she didn't notice much at first, but after a few weeks she realized her legs didn't feel as heavy in the morning. What she didn't but know is that Greek yogurt's slow-digesting protein was working through the night, supplying her muscles with a steady flow of amino acids while she slept. For her, it felt like a subtle but powerful renewal. For her body, it was muscle repair happening on autopilot. Then we have the spinach. On the surface, it looks like just another leafy green, but inside spinach are natural compounds called nitrates. When you eat spinach, those nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, a molecule that widens blood vessels, improves circulation, and delivers more oxygen to your muscles. In practical terms, it means your legs have the fuel they need to move. One study showed that older adults who ate nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach could walk faster and climb stairs more easily. It is proof that something as humble as a handful of greens can directly translate into stronger legs. Next, eggs. One of the most complete foods on the planet. Every egg contains leucine, the amino acid that acts as the spark plug for muscle growth. Without leucine, protein just sits in your body unused. With it, your muscles light up and start repairing. This is why athletes rely on eggs for recovery, and seniors can benefit just as much. One man in his late 60s told me he started having 2 eggs for breakfast every day. 6 months later, he noticed he wasn't as tired climbing the hill to his garden. What changed? His breakfast was fueling his legs, literally building strength at the start of each day. Now, beans and lentils. Often overlooked, but these are the steady workers of muscle nutrition. They provide plant-based protein, yes, but also iron to carry oxygen in your blood and magnesium to help your muscles contract and relax properly. For seniors worried about energy crashes, beans and lentils also keep blood sugar stable, which prevents muscle breakdown. Think about Mediterranean villages where beans and lentils are staples. Older adults there often maintain incredible stamina well into their 80s and 90s. They don't rely on expensive protein powders. They rely on these humble, affordable foods. Finally, kasi, berries. They may look small, but they pack enormous protective power. Every time your muscles contract, tiny amounts of oxidative stress are created. Think of it like sparks from a fire. Over time, those sparks damage the fibers, especially as you age. Berries act like a natural fire extinguisher. Their antioxidants sweep up the damage, protecting your muscles from accelerated aging. In addition, they keep your blood vessels flexible, which is vital for keeping oxygen flowing to your legs. Eating berries daily is like giving your muscles a suit of armor against the wear and tear of time. Now imagine combining these 6 foods: a breakfast of eggs with a side of spinach, lunch with lentils or beans, salmon for dinner, Greek yogurt with berries for dessert. You're not just eating, you're repairing, protecting, and fueling your legs with every bite. When your legs are strong, your whole life changes. You walk with confidence. You climb stairs without fear. You lower your risk of falls, strokes, and fractures. And you send a message to your body: I am still in control. Think about this for a moment. The strength in your legs is not just about walking, it's about independence, it's about dignity, it's about being able to carry your grandchild, or go on that vacation you've been dreaming of, or even just move around your home without needing help. When your legs weaken, it affects everything: your confidence, your social life, even your sense of freedom. And here is the truth that so many people don't realize: it doesn't have to be that way. When scientists study aging populations around the world, people who live the longest and healthiest lives, they often notice one thing in common. These people keep their legs strong well into their 80s, 90s, and even beyond. And it's not because they spend hours in gyms, it's because of the foods they eat every single day. Let's take a closer look at the salmon faxensans again, because it deserves more attention. In one fascinating study, older adults who ate omega-3 rich fish regularly were able to build more muscle from the same amount of exercise compared to those who didn't. That means salmon doesn't just protect your muscles, it amplifies their response to movement. Imagine 2 people of the same age doing the same walk every morning. One eats salmon twice a week, the other doesn't. After a few months, the person eating salmon actually shows stronger, firmer legs, while the other continues to decline. That's how powerful food can be. It literally changes the outcome of aging. Now let's look at Greek yogurt. From another angle, beyond just protein, Greek yogurt is loaded with probiotics, the friendly bacteria that live in your gut. New research shows that these probiotics can actually reduce inflammation in your muscles. Think about that. A food you eat for breakfast or before bed could lower the invisible inflammation that makes your legs feel stiff or sore. So, the benefit isn't just in protein, it's in creating a healthier internal environment where your muscles can thrive. And what about chapa? Spinach. You might think of it as a side dish, but in truth, it's a leg-strengthening medicine. Scientists have shown that just 3 cups of spinach a week can improve muscle efficiency, meaning your legs actually use less energy to do the same task. For someone over 60, that could mean walking around the block without needing to stop and rest. Imagine being able to do the same activities you love, but with half the effort. That's spinach working inside your body. Now, we cannot forget eggs. They are small, affordable, and versatile, but more importantly, they contain every single nutrient your muscles need to repair after activity. Athletes have known this for years, but seniors are only now rediscovering the power of eggs. And here's something remarkable. Eggs also contain choline, which supports your nervous system. Why does that matter? Because your nervous system is what tells your muscles how to move. Strong communication between your brain and your leg muscles means quicker reflexes, steadier balance, and fewer falls. That's not just strength, that's protection. Then we have beans and lentils, which are sometimes dismissed as poor man's food. But in truth, they are longevity food. In the famous blue zones, areas of the world where people often live past 100, beans and lentils are eaten daily. These foods don't just provide protein, they provide fiber that feeds the bacteria in your gut, creating short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation throughout your entire body. That means less stiffness, less pain, and more freedom to move. A humble bowl of lentil soup is more than comfort food. It is leg medicine in disguise. And finally, let's not underestimate berries. These small fruits are loaded with anthocyanins, powerful compounds that keep blood vessels elastic and strong. Think of your blood vessels as highways delivering oxygen and nutrients to your legs. As you age, those highways become stiff and clogged, but anthocyanins act like road crews, repairing the cracks, widening the lanes, and keeping traffic flowing. The result: your leg muscles are nourished, your endurance improves, and your recovery speeds up. Even something as simple as adding a handful of blueberries to your morning oatmeal could translate into stronger, more energized legs over time. Now imagine putting all 6 foods together in a single day. A breakfast of scrambled eggs with spinach, lunch with lentil stew and a side of Greek yogurt, dinner with salmon and roasted vegetables, and a bowl of berries for dessert. That's not a diet. That's a recipe for independence. That's the daily practice of reclaiming your legs, one meal at a time. When you add these foods to your life, you're not just eating, you're telling your body a story that says, I'm not giving up, I'm staying strong, I'm staying mobile. And that story becomes your reality because food literally programs your cells to behave differently. But here's the most important part. The earlier you start, the more powerful the effect. Every single day you delay, your legs lose just a little more strength. But every single day you eat these foods, you build back some of that strength. It's like depositing money in a savings account. Over time, those small choices add up into something life-changing. I want to take you to a small fishing village in Okinawa, Japan. Here, people regularly live past 90, even 100, and they don't just live long, they live strong. You'll often see elders in their 80s and 90s tending gardens, walking briskly to markets, even squatting down and standing up without effort. What's their secret? A diet filled with legumes like soybeans, fresh greens like spinach, and plenty of fish rich in omega-3s. These are the same foods we just talked about. The science of longevity isn't hiding in expensive pills or supplements. It's right there on your plate. Now let's travel across the world to Sardinia, Italy. In this mountain region, shepherds climb steep hills well into old age, supported by strong legs. Their meals: beans, lentils, goat's milk cheese, leafy greens, and the occasional fish. They eat simple, plant-forward diets with a little protein at nearly every meal, and their legs carry them with strength. These are not coincidences. They are living proof that what you eat translates directly into how your legs perform in later life. Science explains why. As we age, our body begins to lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. After the age of 60, this decline accelerates. By the time someone reaches 70, they may have lost up to 25–30% of their leg strength if they haven't protected it. That's why climbing stairs feels harder, why standing from a chair takes more effort, why long walks seem exhausting. But the research is clear. Eating high-quality protein combined with anti-inflammatory nutrients can slow, stop, and even reverse sarcopenia. Let me give you an example. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition looked at older adults who ate protein-rich foods spread evenly across their meals. Those who included yogurt, fish, and legumes daily not only maintained their muscle mass, they actually improved their walking speed and balance over 12 weeks. The group that skipped protein-rich foods or concentrated them into one meal, they continued to weaken. This isn't abstract science. It's real, it's measurable, and it's actionable. And what about berries? Another study showed that anthocyanins from blueberries improved blood flow to muscles during exercise in older adults. Imagine your muscles as sponges. They need blood to deliver oxygen and nutrients. When circulation improves, your legs become more efficient machines. They don't tire as quickly, they recover faster, they carry you with more ease. That's the hidden power of a bowl of berries. Let me tell you about Mary, a 72-year-old retired teacher who struggled with weak legs. She used to love gardening but found herself too tired to kneel or carry her tools. She started adding 1 cup of Greek yogurt to her mornings, lentil soup twice a week and salmon on Sundays. Within 3 months, her stamina improved. She could garden for 2 hours without pain. By 6 months, she said she felt 10 years younger in her legs. That wasn't magic. That was nutrition reprogramming her body from the inside out. Or John, a 68-year-old grandfather who found it hard to keep up with his grandkids at the park. He began adding spinach and eggs to his breakfasts and blueberries to his evening snack. After 6 weeks, he noticed climbing stairs didn't leave him breathless. His balance improved and his confidence soared. His legs weren't betraying him anymore. They were carrying him back into life. This is why these 6 foods matter. They're not just nutrients, they're tools for reclaiming independence. Think about it. Stronger legs mean fewer falls, and fewer falls mean fewer hospital stays. Stronger legs mean you can keep traveling, keep exercising, keep living fully. In fact, doctors often use a simple test, how quickly an older adult can rise from a chair, as a predictor of future health. The faster you can get up, the longer and healthier your life tends to be. That's how connected leg strength is to your overall survival. But here's the hopeful part. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to follow a complicated diet. Just start small. Replace 1 processed snack with Greek yogurt. Swap 1 red meat dinner for lentils or salmon. Add a handful of spinach to your omelette. Sprinkle berries onto your cereal. Each choice is a brick in the foundation of your stronger future. Now, let me share something most people don't know. The foods that strengthen your legs don't just work in your muscles, they work in your brain. Circulation improves blood flow to the memory centers. Anti-inflammatory nutrients protect your neurons. Probiotics in yogurt create a healthier gut-brain connection. So when you're eating these foods for your legs, you're also protecting your mind. Walking strong and thinking clearly, that's the real gift. And there's another hidden benefit. These foods also protect your heart. Weak legs are often a sign of poor circulation, and poor circulation is a red flag for heart disease. By strengthening your legs, you're also lowering your risk of heart attacks and strokes. You're not just building muscle, you're rebuilding a shield for your entire cardiovascular system. So when I say, eat these 6 foods, I don't just mean for your legs, I mean for your life. Because food is medicine. Every bite is a message to your body. And the message these foods send is, stay strong, stay mobile, stay alive. Imagine for a moment standing at the bottom of a staircase. For many in their 60s or 70s, that staircase looks like a mountain. Each step feels like a struggle. The thighs burn, the knees ache, the breath runs short. But now imagine the same staircase 6 months from now. You take that first step and your legs respond with strength. Your balance is steady, your body feels lighter, and instead of exhaustion, you feel capable, even confident. What changed? Not your age, not your genes. What changed was your food. Because here's the truth. The body is constantly rebuilding itself. Every cell in your muscles is in a state of renewal. Proteins are broken down and replaced. Mitochondria, the tiny energy factories in your cells, adapt to demand. Your blood vessels expand to deliver nutrients. This process doesn't stop at 60. It doesn't stop at 70. It slows, yes, but it never stops. And the foods you choose either accelerate the decline or they reignite renewal. Think about eggs for a moment. They've been called nature's perfect protein because they contain all 9 essential amino acids. When you scramble an egg, you're delivering leucine, a powerful trigger for muscle synthesis. Combine that with spinach sautéed on the side, and suddenly you're feeding your legs both protein and iron for strength and oxygen delivery. That's a breakfast that repairs rather than drains. Or consider lentils. 1 humble cup contains nearly 18 grams of protein and is packed with fiber that steadies your blood sugar. Why does that matter for your legs? Because stable blood sugar means your muscles get a steady stream of energy instead of highs and crashes. It means you don't feel drained halfway through a walk. It means endurance, not exhaustion. And salmon, this is more than just protein. Its omega-3 fatty acids are natural anti-inflammatories. Weak legs are often inflamed legs. with joints that ache and muscles that don't recover well. Omega-3s calm that fire. They repair cell membranes. They make muscles more efficient at using energy, and studies show that older adults who eat fish at least twice a week walk faster, climb stairs more easily, and maintain independence longer than those who don't. Now let's bring berries back into the picture. It's not just about flavor or sweetness. Anthocyanins, the pigments that make blueberries blue and strawberries red, protect your blood vessels. They literally keep the highways of your circulation smooth and flexible. Without good circulation, your muscles starve. With it, they thrive. And this isn't theory. Older adults who consumed blueberries daily showed measurable improvements in walking speed and endurance in just weeks. That's how quickly food can make a difference. And then there's yogurt. Most people think of it only as a snack, but for your legs, it's a powerhouse. The probiotics improve your gut microbiome, and the gut-muscle axis is real. A healthier gut reduces systemic inflammation, meaning your muscles face less daily wear and tear. Yogurt's calcium and vitamin D also strengthen the bones that support your muscles, lowering fracture risk if you fall. Stronger muscles, stronger bones, it's the perfect partnership. Spinach ties it all together. Rich in nitrates, it boosts nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and increases blood flow. Athletes drink beet juice for the same reason, to get more oxygen into their muscles. But spinach offers that benefit in a leafy green form, plus iron, plus vitamin K for bone health. A simple side of spinach at dinner is like a natural performance booster for your legs. Now let's pause. Do you notice the theme? These aren't exotic, hard-to-find superfoods. They're humble everyday items. Eggs, yogurt, lentils, spinach, salmon, berries. They don't require expensive supplements or complicated diets. They require consistency. Because when you eat them daily or weekly, your muscles begin to respond. Slowly at first, but unmistakably. And here's the emotional truth. Your legs are your freedom. Lose your legs, and you lose your independence. Protect your legs, and you protect your life. These 6 foods are not just nutrition. They are freedom on a plate. Think about the moments you want to keep. Walking hand in hand with your partner, climbing the stairs to visit your grandchild's room, traveling without needing help, dancing at a wedding. All of these moments depend on strong legs, and strong legs depend on what you feed them. The science is clear, the stories are real, the choice is yours. Let's be honest, life after 60 can feel like a crossroad. For some, the path begins to narrow. Steps become smaller, movements become cautious. Energy feels like it's slipping away, and too often people accept this as just aging. But aging does not mean surrendering your strength. Aging does not mean giving up your independence. It means choosing differently, eating differently, and feeding your body in a way that allows you to keep doing what you love. Think about your legs for a moment. They are not just bones and muscles. They are your lifeline to the world. Every place you've ever gone, your legs have carried you there. Every memory of walking on the beach, climbing mountains, running after children, or even simply standing tall at a family gathering. Your legs were the foundation of those experiences. When you strengthen them now, you're not just investing in muscles, you're investing in future memories. And the good news is, you don't need 20 new foods, or an expensive supplement plan, or even a gym membership to get there. You need 6 foods. 6 foods that you can buy at any market. 6 foods that will become your body's daily builders. Imagine starting tomorrow morning with a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with fresh berries. Right there, you've fueled your muscles with high-quality protein, improved your circulation, and lowered your inflammation, all before the day has even begun. Later in the day, you sit down to a simple lunch, lentil soup with a handful of spinach stirred in. With each spoonful, you're delivering amino acids, iron, and nitric oxide boosters straight to your legs. At dinner, you enjoy a piece of salmon with a side of steamed spinach. Again, omega-3s fight inflammation, nitrates improve blood flow, and your muscles feel nourished instead of starved. This is not a diet. This is a way of life, a way of living longer, stronger, and freer. The power of this is that you don't have to wait years to feel a difference. Within weeks, you may notice you stand up from a chair more easily. Walking becomes less tiring. Stairs don't feel like mountains anymore. Within months, your stamina grows, your balance improves, your confidence returns, And one day, you may realize you're not just moving better, and you're living better. Let me remind you of something important. Your body is not finished with you yet. Even after 60, your muscles can grow, your legs can regain strength, your energy can return. Science has proven this, and history, from the long-lived elders of Okinawa to the shepherds of Sardinia, confirms it. They are not special because of their genes. They are strong because of their choices. So here's the choice in front of you today. You can keep eating the same way, watching your legs weaken little by little, waiting until one day you need help to do the things you love. Or you can pick up these 6 foods, bring them into your kitchen, and begin rebuilding your strength right now. Every bite you take is a message to your body, and the message these foods deliver is clear. Stay strong, stay capable, stay alive. This is your invitation to claim back your independence, your freedom, and your future. Not tomorrow, not next month, today. Because your legs deserve it, your body deserves it, and you deserve it.